and of government intervention where markets fail badly. But no, that's a very important asymmetry. People on the right in the U.S. are for small government. People are on the left are not for big government as a goal of itself. They favor some policies that would make government bigger, some that would make it smaller. It's just not at all symmetric. And no, I'm not a big government guy. I just don't think that government is always the problem. Sometimes government is the solution where you was wrong. And
but only sometimes. Most of the time, the private sector is more.
Government has done a terrible job when it's done things like try to run the steel industry.
Or the post office.
No, the post office. The post office is, it operates under some political constraints, but those are there for a reason. And government actually does pretty well at running healthcare, turns out. So the explanation, the experience has been, the evidence is pretty overwhelming there. And it's not a doctrinaire thing on my part. It's a point of view about how things actually seem to work.
So who is your favorite economist? If you had a choice of the big three in economics, and those would be Adam Smith, representing perhaps laissez-faire, Keynes, John Maynard Keynes, the economist who favored some form of big government, it seems, or Karl Marx, the economist. Who would you consider the greatest economist?
Good God.
Present company accepted.
I have no grief for Marx. As my old teacher Paul Samuels has said, people are always complaining that Marx is being misinterpreted, but after 50 people have had an accident at the same intersection, you stop believing the drivers. So no, I don't have any grief for Marx. My two great economists are, in fact, Adam Smith and John Maynard Keynes. So Adam Smith being not at all the extreme free market guy that I think many people in this room imagine. Read Adam Smith on bank regulation. He's very much for strong bank regulation. And because he knew firsthand, actually the first modern banking crisis had taken place in Scotland a few years before he wrote the Wealth of Nations. So he knew all about that. And he had this wonderful metaphor. He said that saying that it's a restriction on liberty to regulate banks tightly is like saying it's a restriction on liberty to require that people put up firewalls in adjoining houses. Sorry, but sometimes you do need to do these things to protect the public interest. So Adam Smith created the view, and it's not pure laissez-faire. He understood the power of markets. He also understood their limitations, which I'm afraid is something that a lot of people have lost in this country. And John Maynard Keynes, he understood, he explained how it was possible for economies to go so badly off the rails. You can read John Maynard Keynes, The Great Depression of 1930, and with just a few changes of words, a few archaic phrases, it's a wonderfully accurate description of what has happened to the world economy in recent years. So those would be my two, but there are others, of course. So that's it. So how about you answer that question?
Who's your favorite economist?
So look, there was a great article in the Journal of Economic Literature